Hello everyone, this is Asad Farooq from Media Feed and here I am at Golden Camera Center. Panasonic is having an amazing reputation of making great video cameras since many decades. A lot of professionals do prefer Panasonic over many other cameras that are available in the market. Panasonic GH5 is one of the most successful cameras of 2017, and this camera is the successor of the previous version, which was Panasonic GH4, and which was actually a very successful camera for videographers. So in this video we are going to unbox a Panasonic GH5 first, and then I'll share my thoughts on the build quality. We'll look into the specifications and the controls, and I'll share that why this camera is getting so much popularity. And in the end, I'll tell you my recommendations for this camera. So let's unbox Panasonic GH5 and let's see what is inside this black box. So this is the manual of Panasonic GH5. This is the strap of Lumix GH5. This is the charger, data cable, charging socket cable. This is another cable for charging. This is the battery, and the best thing is that this battery is not changed. This is the same battery as the battery used in GH4. So if you had GH4, you don't need to change the batteries now. So this is the camera body of Panasonic GH5. This comes in this black packaging. Here it is. So my first thoughts on the Panasonic GH5's build quality is that this camera is handy, but it's very heavy. It feels solid. This is just like a rock with buttons on it. So there are a lot of buttons. It has a flip out screen that can be rotated, so it's very good for vloggers and YouTubers. There is a huge recording button, so this proves that this camera is made for videographers. The viewfinder is very nicely built. It's a big viewfinder, so if you're using it with the viewfinder, you'll be very comfortable while using it. So there are a lot of buttons, and the one thing that is very nice is that this lock switch on the battery cap. So this is amazing. It has two memory cards slots in it, SD cards, two SD cards in it, so you can use it with SD cards. There are mic jack, microphone jack, HDMI. This is amazing. The build quality is too good. So now let's jump into the specs and let's see what is inside this solid piece of rock. So this Panasonic Lumix GH5 is a 20.3 megapixel camera with no AA filter in it. It has 5K stabilization in the body, so you can use the lenses that don't have stabilization in it, and still you can get stabilized shots with low shutter speed and even when handheld. This camera can shoot 4K video recording at 60 frames per second, and it can shoot full HD at 180 frames per second. So one thing I want to mention over here is that if you are shooting at 4K, no more cropping. This camera won't crop your image at all. This will use the full sensor while shooting 4K. That is an amazing thing, because a lot of cameras do shoot 4K, but they crop the image. That is a great disappointment. And the good news is that this camera can shoot at 6K after the firmware update at 24 frames per second. This camera is mostly known for its video recording, so if you are a still photographer, this camera might not be ideal for you, but it can shoot still photos and they are amazing. Moving on, it has a mic and headphone jack, as I've said before. It has an electronic viewfinder. Now this is amazing. This viewfinder is too good. You can use it while recording video, so that is a great option. This camera is a weather sealed camera. It is waterproof, it is dust proof, it is shock proof to some extent, but even this, you can tell this while holding this camera, because it's solid. It's extremely solid and heavy. This camera has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC, and there's no GPS, which is again not a deal breaker. So my recommendation for this camera is that I'm a photographer. I don't shoot a lot of video, so this camera might not be ideal for me, but if you are a videographer and you shoot a lot of video and you want to do some serious videography, this camera is exactly what you want. To prime lenses that I recommend for this camera is this 15mm f1.7 from Panasonic. This is an amazing lens. This is quite handy. This is for $642 and this is available at Golden Camera Center. Another lens that I recommend for this camera is this 25mm f1.7. This is again a prime lens and you can get it for $330 at Golden Camera Center. If you are a Canon user and you want to switch to Panasonic Lumix GH5, you can still use your Canon lenses on Panasonic GH5, but for that you'll be needing this Metabones professional adapter ring. This is available at Golden Camera Center at $613. You can get it right now with your Panasonic GH5. So if you found this video helpful, like, comment and share it with others. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you can be notified when our new video is out. Till then, take care.